Okay, so now my opponent's in my guard, and as we already did, I'm going for we do what we call the swing setup, which is an open transition. You got to differentiate between open and closed transitions and how you do your submissions. For the arm lock, an open transition is sort of looser because you just grab the arm, you hook the leg, and you spin into it. I'm not doing as much to restrict his motion. It's more dependent on timing. All right, it has fewer steps, so it's quicker. You contrast that with a closed transition, which would be one example would be the cross grip setup. Grab the wrist, grab above the elbow, foot on the hip, rotate. See here, I've sealed it in, even though I don't have the arm lock yet. He can't go and pull out. He can't. He could stand up and pick me up, but I'm not going to ask him to. But that arm's not going anywhere. I got it locked down, and then I can put this foot here, or even my hand here, or even grab my shin and step over and get the arm. That's a closed transition. So just to make that clear, that distinction. Now, I'm doing this open transition, which means it's sort of fast and loose, and he can pull his arm out because there's another concept we use here, which is what I call shoulder-to-shoulder reversion. When one shoulder pulls out, the other one goes in. So when he pulls this arm out, then this is my arm. So I go for this arm, and he pulls out, and now look, this arm is prominent, the shoulder is prominent, and I have options. What we did earlier was we put the calf against the rib, and we rotate and sort of catch his head inside the left bend of the knee, pull the arm across, rotate, get an angle, and I can pull on his head and get the triangle choke. So now, I go for the same thing, but I don't go for the triangle choke. So I grab the arm, I can even grab the wrist too, that's fine. Wrist or elbow. I don't need the arm lock to happen, I just need him to react, all right? So when I'm here and I rotate, he pulls out. Now I can bend this leg as I push this across to my hip, and I'll grab my shin as soon as possible to close this so that he can't pull out. His arm is bent, so you can't extract it straight through. And now this foot's on the floor to rotate, right? And I can kick forward and sit up. I can slide my hips away so he'll collapse. But fold my feet off to the side so that, again, his arm is entangled. He can't get out. I'm reaching across here so he can't roll out of it. This is preventing the roll. That's one of the counters. And now what I want to do is concentrate my weight on his shoulder, and my head goes this way as my butt comes off the mat. And that's your omoplata. It means shoulder in Portuguese. So now we go back to this and say, well, what else can I do? Same initial setup. I go for the arm lock, or it could be a rocking chair sweep, but he pulls his arm out. And there are different ways he could try to yank his arm out. But as I go here and he yanks out, I can continue rotating and hold this wrist. Now I hold this inside the knee and I kick forward and I roll this way, and that's the barrel roll. It's a sweep. All right? And I've got him like this. He can't get up because he needs this arm and this leg. Try to get away. He can't. All right? And so now the question is, how am I going to turn him facing? Now sometimes you can do it turning this way, but if I don't get the underhook, he's going to turn and come up and get behind me. So the smart money is on turning toward his legs. And this is also, by the way, an axiom in wrestling. Whenever you're in this kind of situation, you know, there are pins and things that end up sort of like this, like a Peterson roll. You turn toward the legs so that he can't get up and even get your back. So I can turn this way and pull my arm out and cover him, or I can cover this way like it's a double leg takedown. But what often happens is, as soon as I'm holding this arm, he sets his right leg over my head, or around my body, to try to trap me in his legs. He even tries to close his leg like that. All right, so go back again. As soon as he does that, go ahead. I'm going to clear that. I'm going to walk this way, turn and cover the hip. I'm going to come here, cover his hip with my chest, and I'm going to pass. So that's not the obvious direction to go, but it works quite well. Or I could, like I said, I could just hug his legs and cover it. Cover his hips like it's a double. But now we go back, and I'm going to show you another one that's not quite as obvious. I like this one a lot. And it works well. It's fun. It's off of that same sweep. So you see we're building off of what we did on Saturday, a much larger set of attack options. I go for arm lock. Okay, I could go to triangle, but I don't. I go to omoplata, right? And instead of getting that, I hook the leg and I send him forward. Even if he stood up, by the way, I can hook his ankle and do the same thing. Send him forward and roll this way. Now watch, from here, All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let his head in. And then I can lie back. Come on up. And just go to a triangle. When I sweep him, so when I go here, he pulls out, and I sweep him with this, the barrel, right here. You see? I let his head in. I could roll either direction. I could continue rolling this way and close this up. As long as you've got an arm through your legs, it's very easy to let the head in and get a triangle choke. And that flows really well. Looking at that one more time. Okay, so arm lock, don't get it. Omoplata, maybe. Maybe go back to triangle. Maybe I go to leg diamond first. We'll do that in a second. But I go this way for omoplata, but instead I hook the leg and I roll him. And then from here I sit up on his chest and I can grab his head and close it up. And I get him. I also can go for the arm.